What's up, everybody? This is the Pits Podcast. Welcome back. Thank you for joining us. We are going to get right on into the things this week because, the week has been really stressful for some of us. And I guess, what's today? Oh, girl, the week has just started for some of us, but it's currently my weekend. So she's turned boots. Anyway, so this is a safe space for you, but not your mess, including our own, honey. And with that being said, we're going to jump right up into the Pits Podcast. I am Jay.
Miss Phoenix, no Jean Grey.
It's your girl, Katie the Great.
It's your boy, Q.
And it is your girl, E. Kane, and you are now entering the pits. Come on in, come in and act like you got some sense because we ain't got time today.
Correct.
Yes, honey. Let them know out the gate. Listen, if you're with the shit, it stops here. It stops when I had pressed the record button for you. I'm sorry. Because as you can see, Q is giving very much tribal. It's giving very much Black Panther 2. Quiet as kept, he might be cast. I don't know. Y'all know he works for Tyler Perry, so we don't really know what's going on over there.
I do not. I'm so sorry.
But if y'all see him in the movie,
I mean,
KD is fully smoking down boots. The girls are going through a lot of things, honey. Miss Phoenix is over here looking real snatched and real. The cheekbones are real high this evening, honey. We live for that. And then Miss E. Kane, honey, who was, bringing us in this week. She is giving you very much love and hip hop. Chrissy just had a fight with Jimmy. Like, it's giving very much. Olivia is ready to bang in the scene. And we live for this, honey.
I'm offended that you call me Chrissy because I got one thing that she don't got, and it's a ring and a husband.
Wait.
Real girl, they did say Chrissy always wanted to be Yandy. But girl, let's not get into those type of semantics.
I'm offended.
Oh, well.
Honey, because one thing the girls do have is these over here. But
Except this
get
side.
into the things. We're gonna do a check-in, girl, to see how we doing, how we feeling, girl. What's going on? How are you, sister?
I'm
It was giving Raven Simone, but go ahead.
Get for it.
I mean, I'm okay. I'm okay.
I see you with the Clint Trey shirt on.
Tell us about it, girl. What is going on, girl?
Nothing.
Well, don't tell us all your business, girl. But
nothing's going on. Just life. How you doing, Miss Phoenix? How you doing?
Well, lovely. Lovely.
Girl, not everybody wants to be Diane Carroll tonight. Girl, what is going on?
What's going on?
Has to come with the heat and the spice.
Okay, well, for me, I guess I'll start in 1992. I just always felt unappreciated, I mean, Baptist Hospital was a great hospital. Thank you, Mom. I appreciate it. But let's be honest, it's a little ratchet. So I felt like, from that moment, this is about to be some bullshit. I don't know.
Wait, hold on.
Comfortable. Oh, no, you said you want to run through my whole damn life story.
Where were you born? You were born at Baptist?
Yeah, I was born at Baptist. You was born at Baptist?
No, bitch. So you over here complaining, and my ass was born in motherfucking Macomb, bitch. And at the time I was born, was it even a hospital or was it a clinic, ho? Like,
well, you know what? You talk to your God about that, okay? You don't talk to me about that. You talk to him about that.
Baptist.
Don't talk to me like I'm a child, Wendy.
Why they be naming hospitals with very much religious
Dominics
and
I'm
Bab.
just bullshitting.
It gives too much.
I'm just bullshitting right now. But like, yeah. Great. I'm a little out there right now.
I love the color.
Appreciate it.
The color. I love the shoulders, always broad, very broad.
They always here. They ain't going nowhere. You know what I'm saying?
All right, honey. Ain't nothing like some Nene shoulders. Yeah,
you know, I appreciate it. I appreciate it.
Broad.
Yeah. You know what? Come on, y'all. This is the power hour. You know, we finna do this shit.
Ooh, not a power hour, girl. I just left her. I mean, not for y'all who don't know, girl.
All right, let me start my intro over. It's KD. I'm doing wonderful. School starts back next Monday. Yippee. December, bring your ass so I can move the fuck away from Mississippi.
Work.
Woo!
Work. Well, girl, there's always a space for you here, girl. If you feel like you can't really figure out where it is you want to be, girl, there's a space for you here, girl, to figure it out. And I know shit may be a little shitty right now, girl, but trust and believe. Your graduation, bitch.
We turning a little funky.
The way we were talking before a camera for all of you girls, because everybody is a girl over here. All of you girls that don't know, honey, back in the day, the $10 all you can drink, Hunt Club nights, the 25-cent liquor mugshot nights, that is the type of vibe that we're going to be having at Miss KD's graduation. We don't know where that's even going to be. But best believe, if you get an invitation, honey, come prepared to get it fully in. If you're not that type of girl, decline the invitation. Okay? If you're not that type of girl to really get into the shits, just tell her that you're not coming because you don't feel comfortable, girl. Because you will be shamed by me personally, girl. Like you will be shamed. Same type of vibes for Miss E. Kane's wedding that's coming up. I know there's a lot of confusion with a lot of you girls not understanding how RSVPs work. That's your business. But for the girls of you that do come, that are invited to the actual get-togethers, if you're not prepared to fully turn up because you know, my baby is 3 weeks old and I'm still breastfeeding, stay home. We don't really need you present. I don't really know you girls, but we don't really need you present because I'm judging and I'm making statements out loud for you hoes. See, I'm the type of person that's in the corner that's acting like, oh, I'm just so unbothered. I don't really know what's going on. But also very loudly speaking like, I know she's not drinking water at the party. I'm that girl. So just know that's the vibes you're gonna get.
Yeah, E, for your RSVPs, if they haven't RSVP yet, just send them that video of Tiffany Pollard where she says, you're out of it. You're out of it. Just kick them out.
Right.
That's the bitch we don't respect enough. It's Tiffany Pollard. I mean, I know we respect her, but the game do not be respecting Tiffany Pollard for the great TV that she created as a novice to the game. She came on that show and nobody knew who she was, bitch. She left that first season and we didn't give a fuck about who else was on the show. That's power. This was back with the tattoo and the locked tits, honey.
Look at the material.
Look at the material. Tiffany did what she had to do. Okay, so we talked about all of us, but we really need to dive into Miss Phoenix business. Girl, what's going on in your business? What's going on in your life? And please don't tell me you've been drinking juices and eating sea moss. Like, what is really going on? Y'all know she's a natural girl.
She's giving your girl a little pop, a little twist.
I was saying earlier, but I don't think like you called it. Like your hair, the way it's twisted in the front, I really like it. That's futuristic.
It's really cute. I keep asking her and E. Kane for tutorials, but them hoes is selfish.
No, like the whole look is giving me like, you know, Afro-futuristic
She been kind of in her natural state. She been doing what she doing.
So you ain't do nothing. She did it by herself. Is that what you want to tell the people? She did it by herself. You ain't do nothing to it. No product, no twisting. It just did it like it did.
That's all, Miss Stephanie.
Okay.
First of all, I gave you the products, so don't be talking about no tutorial video.
I told you the products, but not the process.
But I gave you the process. It's a recipe. I gave you from step 1 to step whatever.
I did purchase the product. They sitting in my cabinet right now, honey. All of what is it? I am tree, I am Africa, whatever it is called, girl. She's sitting in the cabinet right now, girl.
Oh, I don't use those. As I use what I use, and a little eco style of gel, get you a little Jamaican black castor oil and a little argan oil, and you good to go. And some water.
See, it's I need a style.
Don't forget about that water. Don't be twisting no dry hair.
Oh, girl.
And you got to put the water on before you put the oil on. The oil is what holds in the moisture. The oil goes on last. It keeps the moisture in the hair.
This goes into multiple conversations. Don't do anything with it dry, honey. You have to get it moist, girl. You have to. If you don't, it's a recipe for disaster.
And please detangle before your wash days, because if you wash with tangled hair, you would end up with dreadlocks.
Well,
detangle.
Tutorials. Come on, tutorials. Well, I'm just glad that everyone is doing as well as they can do right now. You know, we're regular ass people with regular ass lives, and we have regular ass jobs, and we deal with regular ass people on the daily. And sometimes that shit just does not work in our favor. So we don't really be feeling the spirit like we should feel the spirit. So for everybody out there that's not feeling the spirit, girl, it's okay. And you're going to get through, because even good people go through real bullshit. Okay? Yes, ma'am, honey. Yes, ma'am. Yes.
There we go.
That part, girl, and she's not like honey, for her whole family, girl. It all reads on the face, girl. It all reads.
Not the whole family.
Q, am I lying? Is it the whole family or is it the whole family?
It's the whole family.
Right, honey. Because the first time
Oh,
I met Mother Phoenix, honey, the first time I met Mother Phoenix, she was like, "Girl, who's the fag in the room?"
Oh, wait. And I want to apologize for my voice this week. It kind of went out because I had food poisoning. And
what did you eat? I mean, what did you eat?
I ate seafood. Shut up. I ate seafood. And
from what restaurant, so we can know not to go?
Hold on. Hold on, wait a minute, because somebody with their finger over their camera is giggling.
And she got us blacked out. Where did you eat so we can all know not to go there?
I don't want to say
House of
on camera. I'm not going to say on camera. So let's move on.
Okay, moving right on along. Q, are you gonna? Well, first we need KD to bring us into the next segment, and then Q's
That's right.
Segment. So KD, girl, can you bring us in? Yeah, girl, you said it. You whispered it right.
No.
You choking?
That's why your hand was on your camera, huh?
Hello.
I had to run to the restroom.
Sure.
Oh.
That's some long fingers.
Yeah.
Honey, I have her. She's a magician, honey. So
we are now about to go into our next segment. What's popping? This shit out.
What's popping? We finna get into what's popping.
Right.
Popping.
Jay,
Q.
What? No, I was going to call on you, Jay. Like, what's the first thing
that comes to
Okay,
mind? Well,
Yeah,
Fallon is
okay, well.
pregnant.
Okay.
That's what I said.
Well, let's start with that one then. So Fallon and her EK and how? Oh, shit.
Yeah, EK, how you feel about Fallon being pregnant?
I was gonna say, how old is her boyfriend, EK?
Who?
Fallon.
Fallon.
Who is that?
Can we just put the camera on brother-in-law? Where is brother-in-law, girl? Where is
Who is Fallon? He in the living room. Who is Fallon?
Girl, not Fallon. Portia stole her husband.
Oh, see, listen, I'm thinking I didn't went back to church. Like, who we talking about in church? And I don't like what?
Girl, shut up.
Who she
She
pregnant?
went
That's
all
how
the
long
way
he
back.
has been. I've completely forgotten about their whole little situation. Who she pregnant by? The young boy?
Yes, girl, yes.
I mean, I guess. If
Okay.
she like it, I love it. Maybe that's why she with him. Maybe Simon, couldn't give her what she wanted, so that's why she went younger. Who knows?
I doubt that, honey. I've heard a couple of things about Nigeria. Well, I doubt that, girl. But yes, go ahead, go off.
I mean, size ain't got nothing to do with it.
Girl, that man got several kids outside of Fallon.
But that don't mean how old are they though? What's the youngest?
Okay, girl. I mean, you have several points, girl, because I don't know his kids' age and whatnot, girl, but I just feel like when the seed comes from the motherland, honey, she goes a long way. But girl, that's neither here nor there. So
I mean,
Fallon announced that she's
I
pregnant with her little nigga or whatever. And
I
I'm
wish
just
her
like,
a happy pregnancy. You know, Black women going through it these days with these pregnancies. So, I really just hope she be safe and do what needs to be done. And
that's true.
Child, who knows? It might be Simon, baby. Who knows?
Plot twist.
Oh my God. Right.
Honey, when I say Andy and Bravo is stirring the pot, they are stirring the motherfucking pot.
Me and my husband decided to work on our marriage.
Girl.
Or shoot, it's gonna be a mysterious it's gonna be a mysterious miscarriage. It's gonna be something like they trying to
It's gonna be something up,
they
y'all.
doing what Bravo does for promoting the new season.
You see my trinkets and jewels. Anyway, I guess next on the list in that same vein of things, which nobody really cares about, I don't think, is that the Housewives of Dallas is not coming back in 2022.
It was not announced on there. Yeah, we don't care. As Black as Dallas is.
Girl.
That still came on.
Right, because all the girls were not giving what really housewives tend to give. So it was like, girl, we've been tired of y'all, and I don't need to see I don't need white women to be glorified for their racism. And that's what that show was giving me. I was like, girl, it's giving what it was supposed to give, and Saranara. I'm trying to think what else, because the girls did not take notes. What else had happened? Afghanistan. I mean, that's a lot. I don't really want to get into that.
Wait, before we get into that,
personally related to the situation. So I'm like, she's a tad bit stressful. But I will say, George Bush girl, your sympathies, girl, keep those, girl. You sorry for what has happened?
Is the old one dead?
The
daddy?
Has he passed on? I think he did pass on.
Okay, well.
He passed on.
I know he's looking up at us. Now, living.
And y'all say niggas don't read. He's reading. Not looking.
George W. Bush, you should honestly be under the jail for war crimes. You little Keebler elf, you snuck out of there with nothing.
Did he sneak right on up out of the office?
You said weapons of mass destruction. That's why we were over there. Where are the weapons of mass destruction?
That's what he had said.
Still hadn't found it.
That's what he said.
Where are they? So why are we even?
Ain't Bin Laden dead? They ain't
Been that way. Been that way.
Child.
So, girl, I'm just like, I have a lot of mixed emotions. Like I said,
they find out
personally relatable content. So I'm just kind of like, oh, bitch, I feel a lot of things because I feel a lot of things. I just feel a lot.
My thing is, America keeps going into these other countries and fighting these wars in these other countries. Eventually, somebody gonna get tired and they gonna bring some mess here. And I'm just, oh Lord, just let it be
a combination. It's a combination of tiredness for me. Because you know how when how when your enemies gang up on you and the only thing they got in common is the fact that they don't like your ass.
You.
They don't fuck with each other, but what they do have in common is they don't fucking like you. And that's what the things are starting to give, honey. Even the earth is like, bitch, I'm just starting not to like you, girl. Like, I don't fucking like you, bitch. And because I don't like you, you all have to go. You all have to go. If y'all don't follow Q on Twitter, follow him on Twitter because he posted something that was very fucking funny, but very fucking relevant. Bitch, every 6 days, bitch, Mercury is in retrograde, bitch.
Oh,
every 6 days. And I'm like, bitch, now she on her menstrual every 6 days. What is going on? Why is she so upset and angry? Girl, she be upset because we have really fucked Earth over. So the girls are tired. The girls are simply tired. And I just feel like COVID is one of those things where it's like, we could have got control of her. Or if not control of her, we could have really did due process to get a full understanding of her.
Speaking of that, do y'all see New Zealand?
Girl.
One case and they had a snap shutdown. And mind you, New Zealand has been COVID free for months now.
Child, when COVID hit the first time, New Zealand said, girl, not on these sacred grounds.
No, but they have been in the streets, like spraying their city down and disinfecting their city, like doing all the things that need to be done. And that's what I was talking to. I was talking to two of my friend girls, and I was just telling them, like, yes, while we sitting here, people arguing about who's vaccinated, who not vaccinated, who needs to put their mask, all that other stuff is like, it's relevant, but it's like if America would have just done what it needed to be done at the beginning by giving the people the funds they needed to be able to sit at home and truly like get everything to die down, we would have been fine. But no, we got to sit here and I keep telling them, like, it's more money in them treating people with corona than it is for them to prevent it from ever happening. Like, they are making so much money.
Yeah.
Where it's coming from, I don't know, because I feel like everybody in debt, but
that part.
It is what it is.
It is what it is. It's sad, but it's not unexpected. It's kind of like, okay,
like, ain't no way healthcare system should be still crashing when we just deal with COVID and we already knew what we had to deal with. And y'all, like, I don't understand how we're like all this stuff is happening, but it's worse.
Like,
as if we didn't just go through this a year ago.
Like, you're a teacher, girl. Why at school? Girl, why are the children at the fucking school? Like, I get it. The parents are like, bitch, I gotta work. But see,
not even
that also leads to another problem. Bitch, why do y'all have to work? Why is someone not making it so that you do not have to work and that you can stay home with your kids and protect your kids? And it's even like the political version of it. I'm just like, I get it. We tend to like to make everything political.
And not even while we at school, like, little do parents know. I'm gonna put y'all on game, parents. So you are saying, like, yes, I need to send my child to school. This. Yes, I understand that. Y'all need to understand what these class sizes are looking at. These class sizes are not getting smaller. They're getting bigger because these schools lost funding last year. Right now, I got 28 kids on my roster. I got 28 kids. And just so y'all know, if one kid in a classroom catches COVID, they are only going to quarantine those other 4 kids who are in their group, not the entire class, not the teacher, because they're going to lose funding based off of attendance. So it's either, hey, I'm making this choice now and making this sacrifice rather than, exposing a child to being sick. And I understand people got to do what they got to do, but I'm just going to put y'all on real game right quick. The class sizes are not getting smaller. They're not smaller. They're larger for funding. And if someone catches COVID or if a teacher is exposed, then they're just going to quarantine that group of kids that they work with, no matter if they're in the same classroom or not, just so y'all know.
I'm just trying to, kids never got clean. Kids have always been very fucking dirty, nasty, and fucking disgusting. And I'm not excluding self. Honey, when I was in elementary, girl, washing hands who after everything?
Oh no, they gonna wash their hands in my class, baby. You wash
we be on the playground, girl.
You getting hand sanitizer. We coming in for recess. Oh nope, go to the bathroom, wash your hands. But
See,
everybody's not like that.
That's new, probably based up on teacher. That's new based up on teacher, honey. We used to be on the playground, dirty, nasty, filthy, honey, and would come in and go right into fucking class, dirty, filthy, nasty, and start learning lessons. And I still got dust on my socks, but we learning lessons, girl. Like, I'm just like, kids naturally are not the cleanest. So to put them in a space, especially with the Delta variant, whom is affecting children, that is proven children are being hospitalized because they're pledging Delta at a young age. And it's a whole nother topic for a whole nother situation, because we know how the government do, and we know what money do, and we know how the country works. So moving right along off of that, the only person that probably even knows what I'm about to say, Q, have you been keeping up with fucking the Housewives of Beverly Hills?
I haven't.
Oh my God. When I say Garcelle and Sutton are doing the good Lord's work.
Oh, I've been watching their clips. I just haven't been watching the whole show.
Oh, same. I just been watching the clips.
Oh, okay,
good. They have been doing the good Lord's work, honey. The good Lord's work, because they have been calling out the bullshit as it comes to the table. For those who don't know, Erica Girardi, Tom Girardi, all of their scandal and, whatever that's going on, honey. Sutton, I did not like that whole first season. I still don't really know how I feel about Sutton, but what I do know is I like a smart bitch in the room that's willing to be smart in front of her other friends.
Right.
I love a smart bitch that's willing to not dumb herself down because everybody else is on the same page. I love a smart bitch that's like, I know y'all all feel this way because y'all don't know, but since I do know, let me just run you game real quick. Just how like E-Kane just ran us game about how these parents are sending their kids into danger zones, war zones. The same way Miss Phoenix runs us down when it comes to like healthcare and the shit that's actually going on when these patients be trying to pop back and it be like, well, girl, give us the rundown of what's going on. Sutton is like, girl, we're all rich and we all have LLCs. But what you are is responsible for all the money that goes into your LLC, bitch. And when she said, this was the line that took me, if the devil himself put money in your LLC, bitch, you are responsible for it. You and you alone, you are responsible for it. Bitch, it took me out, honey. And Sutton said, listen, I like my friend, but I'm gonna have to love her from a distance. This shit don't seem right. And you know, I have to respect that. And that's what I'm gonna bring this into this. Sometimes we be so ride or die that we don't even be seeing the real situation that's really fucking going on.
Who is we?
Them.
Okay.
People, because we don't call each other out on our shit. We will call each other out on the bullshit.
Yeah. Friend groups, yeah. I thought we were talking about relationships. My bad. I went somewhere else. My bad.
Yeah, go there.
Yeah.
Ooh, not triggered. I'm just saying, sometimes we'll be so ride or die for somebody or a group of people that we refuse to see the logic in the situation. And I get being like, bitch, I'm gonna ride or die for you in public, but once we get in private, I'm gonna have to correct you. Because I don't want you to keep moving in this light. We do shit like that. Like, we would never embarrass each other or call each other out in a group of people that we don't fucking know what's going on.
Oh no.
We would never do no shit like that. But we would be like, okay, bitch, I had your back and I almost killed that nigga, but
you was wrong.
We can't
wait to tell you was wrong.
We can't do this again, girl. You was in the wrong, girl. You was in the wrong. You did this, but I had your back, but you did this, and I'm not doing this again for you. Like, KD, girl, we know. Girl, I'm not driving to San Antonio again for you, girl. Like, we did this once. We're never repeating this again, girl. like KD, no, like, girl, we will cross oceans for you. Wasn't it Monica who said it? Who was it that said it before Monica? Bitch, you know, valleys low, rivers deep.
Thank you, Miss Phoenix. I don't have the voice tonight, but Miss Phoenix is here.
Like, girl, we will follow you through all that, but wrong is wrong and wrong is wrong. And Sutton had called that hoe to the floor. Like, girl, I have questions. The stories aren't adding up, girl. What is really going on? It's your LLC. It's your business. You know what's going on with your money. Like,
somebody bamboozled money.
Basically, bitch, you know.
Bitch, you basically Sutton was like, girl, just stop playing and you know. Like, girl, you know what's going on, girl. And the reflection on Garcelle, and Garcelle is just like, girl, I said what I said and I stand by what I said. Like, girl, I said what the fuck I had said. And I'm the type of bitch that thinks before she speaks. So I said what I said with intention. And I live for that. The rest of the girls, I'm gonna need y'all to catch on up, honey. And I'm gonna need y'all to keep an eye on Sutton, because what Sutton is telling y'all, if y'all get into some shit and she feel like she ain't right, don't call her to testify. Because Sutton is like, bitch, some things fishy, bitch.
But see, that right there just lets me know they can't be, well, she probably don't consider them close friends or real friends. Right? Because if I got something going on at that level of a LLC and I know that it ain't right, I'm not finna let y'all nowhere near that shit. I'm gonna tell y'all one time, I got something going on over here. It ain't all the way in the line, okay? So we're gonna leave that over there. I don't want y'all to invest in it. I don't want y'all nowhere. Okay, y'all, my people, stay away from that shit.
I mean, you saw how KD opened the show. She said, "I'm fine," and there's nothing else to discuss, honey. Like, girl, this is what, girl, it is what it is. And those girls start spilling too much beans, and Sutton start doing math. And when a hoe start doing math on you, and the math is not mathing, bitch, I have questions, bitch, especially when I'm finna be called to stand to testify. bitch, I have questions, girl. What's really going on?
Can I request a song, Whitney Houston, the first part? It's not right, but it's okay. The part when she pulled the receipts.
Listen, honey, that song, and you know what other song had the same energy? Is when Ashante was sitting in that bathtub and Nelly was cheating on her.
Oh yeah.
Because y'all know that's my song. I'll perform her down to the ground. It's that same energy. I got the receipt, and the receipt said it was a dinner for 6. Why are you telling me it's a dinner for 2?
Not 6. Not a family name. Let me see.
What's going on? I don't really have much else for hot topics because again, I should not take notes. I don't know what's going on. So Q, what you got going on?
A quick question. So Derek Jackson, y'all put me on this guy. Y'all told me what happened with his story. And I looked into it. Crazy. But he posted, once a woman loses respect for a man, everything he does disgusts her. And he captioned it, "Is this true?"
Did R. Kelly make a song with Sparkle about this? I mean, not to put R. Kelly like in a popular light, but I feel like what was the song? Somebody remind me. I feel like Miss Phoenix is the one.
When a woman's fed up.
Wasn't that with Sparkle? And wasn't Sparkle fed up at the time and forced to be in the video?
Was.
He can suck ass. I'm so sick. I'm just tired of men trying I other men how women feel and what they think. Like, I don't care how many relationships you've been in. I don't care how good you and your girlfriend or wife's relationship is. That's specific to that woman and you. So for men to be out in the world trying to tell other men how women feel gives very much faggy energy. So I'm like, well, if you're straight, how would you know how a woman feels? It would make more sense if I was like, well, see, I really am in tune with my feminine energy. So sometimes I feel, But if you're so straight, I'm just like, you don't have a place here. And for the men that follow you and for the women that follow you, that's unfortunate. Because, bitch, should nobody be able to tell you how you feel about yourself better than you? Especially if they're not like a trained therapist or professional. What the fuck is going on? And the men that be listening to the shit, I be like, you know how when you be talking to a nigga and he be talking real big shit and you know all that shit be a lie while he's saying it? It be giving those type of vibes.
Is it within the first 3 weeks? Is it the first 3 weeks or first 2 weeks? Because I think the first 2 weeks everybody is in love.
That part.
I think that part. You had a head.
Lust is a motherfucker.
The first 2 weeks you met brother-in-law, you wasn't in, like head over heels in love with him. No.
No, ma'am, honey.
You weren't ready to buy him a trip to Rio.
He wanted to date.
Kept honey, she friend zoned him, girl.
Listen, he wanted to date back in 2012, and I was like, oh no, I'm gonna be your wife. You're what? I'm a sophomore in college. Said what?
Okay.
I mean, if R.A. Lennox posted, you know it has to be.
I would expect nothing less. EK. I really don't.
If R.A. Lennox posted, you know it has to be real, bitch. I'm just saying, I just need.
In other words,
if you're a straight man and you're looking for some kind of advice how to approach women, your immediate.
What I'm gonna call it?
Call it what you need to call it.
Well, nigga, the first food that came to mind was a damn croissant, because I'm thinking about how like it's curved and you can kind of curve. Mm-hmm. You know how like from the pubic area to the ass area, it's like a curve. Everybody has a fucking curve. You got two legs.
You cannot ever in your life refer to no woman as no croissant. Is she gonna slap you across your head?
No, not a croissant. I'm just hungry right now, and I thought about a damn butter croissant. It sounded good.
Bitch, a butter croissant do sound fucking good, bitch.
Oh, right? I know.
Especially with the right filling, the right cream cheese. Ooh.
Let's go to Cheddar's and get y'all some croissants and call it a day.
Right. I kind of want a croissant right now, and I don't even be eating women like this.
Okay, so now that hot topic is over.
I'm just saying, and that little curve under there is called your Gooch. You like everybody know what the fuck that is.
And everybody has a Gooch, not just women. Everybody has a Gooch, bitch. And if you with the right sexual partner, honey, they will introduce you to it. Hello.
Oh, women got a Gooch because I've only heard that being referred to as from men. I've never heard.
Girl, everybody has a space in between their asshole.
But it's not called that on a woman.
Well, what do you call it, girl? Is it the Ganesh?
Connected to your asshole.
Is it called ganache?
But it's only called that for me.
Can I say pussy?
What is it called, Miss E.K.? Girl, give me the verbiage.
I'm gonna tell you, but it ain't that.
Hold on.
Tell me, I'm listening.
I think one of them APs with Miss Phoenix, and she passed all of the women health and all of that section.
You know, she's a doctor, honey. She's a doctor.
I've been a woman all 29 of my years.
Girl, but you ain't said what it's called, and I'm still listening.
I said I'm gonna find out and I'm gonna tell you, but that ain't it.
Oh, okay, got it. All right, girl. Find out and let me know. And if y'all know, write it in the comments, honey. Because
vagina. So I said just say vagina. Your vagina. Your vagina is not connected to your booty hole, E.
It's not. And if it is,
but it's not called that on women.
What is it called?
I said I'm gonna find out and I'm gonna tell y'all. I'm gonna find out.
You don't even know. Blank face.
I know it ain't that.
All it is.
No.
It's Phoenix. Have you ever heard anyone?
Phoenix said no. KD, you're mighty quiet, girl, and I know you're very experienced, girl.
Are you talking about the skin between, like the anus and the vagina?
Girl, there's a space.
Yeah,
it's the perineum.
It's not a gooch.
Yes,
it's not a gooch, but it's perineum.
Yes, the perineum is like the scientific term, girl, for everybody. Because I have toys, girl, that focus on the perineum. Girl.
If you walk up to a man, he gonna know what the is. You walk up to a woman, she gonna be like, my what? Because we don't refer to it as that. It's not a term used to describe that woman.
What do y'all call that space? What do y'all call it?
What Bookie just said. I
mean, girl, y'all do not be in the bedroom talking about girl touch my
mic up and you saying
nobody's touching that space.
No.
So what do y'all call it? It's called the what?
The gooch, girl. The gooch.
I've never heard it referred to as a gooch. That's why.
Okay, I'm gonna hold a moment of silence, and I need to hear from KD because Mama is quiet and smiling.
Right. Exactly.
You be touching your girl gooch? Hello? Never heard of it.
Yeah.
I mean, I ain't got no girl, but I ain't touched no gooch now.
Thank you.
Touch no gooch, huh? Sounds nasty.
Thank you.
Maybe the anus and the vagina, the perineum, whatever Bookie has.
But never no gooch, huh?
But it ain't no goddamn gooch.
Baby, can I lick your perineum? No.
Loud and
let me kiss your gooch.
Right after this, honey, I'm going to Pornhub and I'm looking it up. I'm gonna find the girls that really know the tea, honey.
He can't call brother-in-law in the room right now.
No, let's not do that.
I don't know what that's called.
Let's not do that, honey.
You don't know what a gooch is?
Honey, that's a sanctified space over there, honey.
Babe.
Damn, I forgot he was in the church.
Man alone.
No.
We married.
I don't want no opinions until the wedding, honey. I don't want no opinions until the wedding, honey. You understand what I'm saying?
I forgot.
What you doing?
Let me love him from afar.
Exactly.
Not on camera.
No.
Wait, are y'all jumping the broom? Are y'all doing all of that? Are y'all just exchanging vows?
We're gonna do the traditional of jumping of the broom. We're also
I don't want no opinions formed until the broom has been jumped.
The paper has been signed in the court.
That ain't got nothing to do with me. I don't have no parts of that. That's between you and your man and the Lord.
No, I was gonna ask him, has he ever heard of it being called a gooch? He will be open and honest. That's on God. Matter of fact, I know he has it because I told him what it is called on Guys.
Ooh, I don't know. He's a man of God.
Right, honey.
We're married.
Just because you're a man of God,
don't pass to get it in. They ain't listening to no Kurt Franklin, no Fred Hammond in the bedroom. I can tell you that.
He did make us.
Well,
I mean, for me personally, I've also never called it a gooch, honey, but I've also never denied.
I mean,
girl, what is the topic this week, girl? What is the topic, girl? What is the topic?
Gooch.
Y'all over there trying to tell us women's about our bodies. So,
Right.
everybody
say, "Oh, I want to touch your gooch."
We were trying to tell men not to tell women, not to tell other men about women's situation. That's why we was asking.
We just
I know good and goddamn well y'all not in the bedroom talking about some touch my perineum. Bitch, I know that for a fact.
It's courage.
But people, I'm pretty sure
it though.
As a whole, women are not getting that area touched. Like I'm almost positive that that's not an area.
That is not true, girl.
Out here eating
women,
ass and licking,
no, biologically, because
and
I read
licking
the article.
and gooch and all of that.
Katie,
biologically, for a man,
when you
that
be
is an
excited,
arousal
girl,
area.
and you be really in the motion with the tongue and the things of that nature, girl, do you be having boundaries on where the things go, girl? Or do you be just trying to deliver a pleasure?
If you get your ass ate, he done licked your perineum. Basically.
Well, KD's shirt says Clinton.
Not directly.
KD's shirt says Clinton, and all you dirty assholes is from Clinton. So
meaning like the perineum.
It depends on the
like
woman,
the
though.
gateway. It's like I'm not telling you, oh, make sure you get the perineum.
Okay, well look, I'm gonna put it like
weird. This. It's just like
in my thinking about eating ass, like, you know, what if I wanted to?
I'm gonna leave that part of the conversation because
like,
that ain't my area of expertise.
She said that's not her spiritual journey.
So I'm gonna let y'all have that conversation.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, if I'm eating, you know, and I want
call it what it is.
Like that, you gonna lick some perineum. Your tongue is gonna touch some perineum, and then it's gonna touch.
My tongue ain't gonna touch nothing back there. My tongue ain't going there.
Expect you to eat booty hole unless that's what y'all like to do. I mean,
well, maybe that's not her journey, and maybe that's not her spiritual journey. Honey, but all I do have to say, girl, is listen, honey. I'm just gonna say this, and let's press for it.
Okay.
Whether it's a woman or a man, whatever is going on between your lips and your tongue, honey, I just feel like
just say it.
If you're at the back of the vagina and the things are feeling good to the person that's up above, honey,
booty hole.
All the things go. If you're in some ballage area,
we know you ain't participating in no vagina activities because you talking about up above and
well, girl, back in the days, girl, where I did dibble and dabble, I didn't know what that shit was called, girl. I was just doing it because it was a threesome and the man beside me was hot. So I don't really know. Woo, okay.
We just going all around the world.
But if you're in the ballage area, if a nigga is letting you suck on his balls, he's not gonna stop you from licking on his perineum.
No,
that's all I'm saying. And if a woman is receiving pleasure from having her vagina orally pleasured, I'm pretty sure there is no hard stop like, oh, nigga, that's my perineum. No.
Listen, but the biologically of a man and a woman is different. You guys have an arousal area that is there. Women do not have an arousal area that is connected to that space. So that's why I said it's called a different things on different people.
Let me not say it's true, honey, because I don't know, girl.
When the tongue is stretched out down there in the booty hole.
Oh, not stretched out.
Like, when you go for that long lick up, you ain't thinking, oh,
you tell it. We are telling too much personal business, and KD is being way too fucking quiet for me.
Millions of people out there that ate pussy before. You know what I'm talking about.
Not even you know.
Oh, I don't.
We're not doing that. Nope. Jaquel is a man. Ooh, Q is a man of God. He's wearing royal purple, which is native to
Listen,
Okay.
you have to
Lord,
repent.
how did I choose
what is
this?
it? Jaswani? What is Jaswani?
Lord, why did I say this?
I'm dead.
All
You
your
done put the
business.
whole government name out there now. You just gonna keep on. You just gonna forget about you.
Okay, Ekan, girl, what is the subject this week, girl?
The subject is
What is the subject
How
this
fair it
week?
is, and we're talking
We don't
about
have no gooch.
That's
This
the
is what we need to make it.
Wait, I can hear you, girl. The volume was lacking.
The
I
topic
said we need to make the
is
subject eating pussy is what we need to make it. Okay, what's the topic?
I mean, listen, honey.
Listen.
Listen. This is a
We don't-
battle. I don't have because this girl doesn't eat puss.
You
Okay. And the 2 times that shit happened,
Thank you.
right? So I don't have no type of battle, no type of argument. But what I do is done very well.
All right, thank you. E.
So now we want to cut a bitch off. So now we want to cut a bitch off.
I mean,
So we-
you told. Do you want me to go to the topic or no?
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
Exactly.
I'm just saying. Do you want me to get to the topic or not?
Go to the topic.
Okay. Anyways.
Meanwhile, this nigga got Martin Luther King, Gladys Knight in the background and shit.
Okay. They
I'm
live.
sure
They
that
live too.
Who's eating pussy or had they pussy ate? Okay, go.
Is that Lena Horne?
Yeah, she had her
Okay.
pussy ate before.
Who?
She had her pussy ate before. Lena
Oh,
Horne.
absolutely, honey. Definitely, honey.
And you,
What's his name? Harry Belafonte? Girl.
Oh, and he was Trinidadian. I don't know.
Not all her business.
Lord, look at her. She just looking down on y'all like.
Because Harry Belafonte could get it, honey. But go ahead.
Wait, what is the topic?
Introduce your topic.
All right, so it's just 3 questions that we're gonna answer. I did this in class today, and it was real interesting to hear like my students' responses. And first, I just want to highlight one student. When I say she just resonated with my spirit and my soul. So I'll tell y'all the 3 questions first, and then I'll tell y'all what she responded to her answers. So the first thing is what is your least favorite thing about COVID and lockdown that you experienced? What is your favorite thing that came out of being on lockdown? And then the third thing is, what is something new that you learned while like COVID has been going on? Like a new skill, maybe something you learned about yourself, just anything in general. What's something new you've learned? So least favorite thing about lockdown and COVID, your favorite thing that has happened while in COVID that you're going to continue whenever, you know, the world can get back to its new normal. And then the third thing is what's something new you learned. But I just want to tell y'all, baby girl resonated with my soul on question number 2. And she was like, what's your favorite thing? And she just sat there real sweet. And she was like, well, Miss Turner, you know how like my friends, they just started inviting me to too much stuff. And like, I could just hit them with that. Well, you know, it's COVID, so I can't leave. My mom won't let me come outside. So she felt good
for
being obligated to go hang out with people or do nothing with people. She could just spend time by herself. And I was like, yes, felt, because just having that, like, no, I'm not going out. I'm not gonna be outside because y'all know it's COVID out there. Don't invite me. But yeah, that was.
What grade are you teaching?
I teach 3rd grade.
Go off, sis. Go off 3rd grader.
I said, come on, because you talking like a whole adult over here. Because baby,
Right,
I
go
swear
off
that
3rd grader. Miss
But yeah.
Phoenix, you want to start, girl? I'm curious about your answers, girl, because you know you're a world traveler.
Who sorry?
Miss Phoenix.
I was like, because I know you were
Oh.
talking about.
Oh, okay. So let's walk through it. So my least favorite about COVID. Let's see. My least favorite would be the general loss of social skills amongst people, because now that we are re-entering the environment, it's kind of like, ew, I don't want you too close. And it's just like the respect level has went down because you're so used to being at home and being isolated, and now you're out. It's just like, okay, I can't do the same things that I do at home out here in the public. I guess, what's the next question?
Your favorite.
Well, your favorite thing that has happened?
My favorite was the alone time I got to spend. I like that because I got to work on a lot of things and just get myself together. And a thing that I learned was I became a personal trainer. So I'm excited about that.
Yes, new skills.
Entrepreneurship popped off during quarantine.
Didn't it?
Katie, girl, what's tea? Oh no, wait, what's the third question?
Right.
Least favorite thing, favorite thing, and what's something new that you learned or something new that you're doing that started during COVID that you're going to continue?
Miss Phoenix, girl, what's that last part?
That was the last part. Personal trainer. I'm gonna be training y'all baby daddies.
Oh, she did a double. She did a double, honey. She did a double, honey.
Billy, come to me.
So I can think about my questions, my answers.
Okay.
Okay, Miss Clinton.
Which one you talking to? There's 3 of them on the line.
The one that's truly representing for her. The one that's letting it truly be known.
I mean, you know, don't get mad at us because we educated.
Not doing this.
Okay.
Well, Q is not present at the moment.
He's missing now.
Yeah, go ahead.
Jay, you going or you want me to go?
You can go ahead and go. I'll go after you.
Okay, I think my least favorite. Oh shoot, I don't know. Like, and I didn't even answer this in class when I asked my students. I'm trying to think of like my least favorite because I don't know. Like I think I've discovered that I'm such an introvert. Like I've switched into an introvert. Like I used to be an extrovert. But my least favorite thing, I guess, is like some of the unhealthy habits that I picked up because it's like, oh shoot, well, forget it. I'm gonna eat how I want to eat. It is what it is. I don't care. And like now I'm struggling to get back into a healthier lifestyle. So I think that's my least favorite thing. But hey, the games are the games and it is what it is. My favorite thing, shoot, is just not being obligated to do nothing. Like in lockdown, it was beautiful. Like I didn't have to go outside if I didn't want to. Order my groceries, go pick them up, being inside. I didn't miss I missed the human to human contact with people that I'm close with, but like human to human contact with the people on the outside world, like it was just good to be like in my own little personal bubble and just be inside, and get paid to be inside.
Hello.
And new things that I learned. I learned like a lot of like natural remedies and like a lot of like natural medicines and ways, preventative ways to keep yourself healthy from getting sick. So like just a lot of vitamins that I started taking, smoothies and things that I started drinking. So just finding like more natural ways into the health and everything doesn't have to be in the form of medication. Just finding, those natural supplements. So, yeah.
And I like that for you. And I definitely see that for you because you're always like, child, let me get my elderberry, let me get my this, let me get my that. And with you being in education, I feel like there's a little bit of knowledge and exploration behind that, not just doing what you see and following it. Like, let me find out what this really do. And then implementing that into your family's life. So that's definitely something I can attest that I see that you have done. I'll go. My least favorite thing. Probably honestly being out amongst the people. Like, because I get what you said too. I was definitely, and I feel like that's a Gemini situation, especially since we're born right there in the same space. As far as our Gemini situation, we do tend to be extroverted people. We like to entertain. We like to be entertained. We like to just be in the midst of what is going on. And I've kind of missed that because I feel like I have gone into like a introverted state. And not that it's a bad thing. I've always been very, 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 very comfortable with myself and just sitting in a space with myself, being alone. I've never necessarily needed to have other people pouring energy into me, but I do kind of miss being in those type of environments. Because you just, well, for me personally, I just feel like I thrive in those environments. Like there's a lot going on around me. There's a lot of conversation. There's a lot of this, there's a lot of that. And I feel like I just really thrive in those predicaments. Like the chameleon in me is really excited when I'm in situations like that. My least favorite thing about quarantine. I mean, I don't know. This might sound wild because complete opposite from what I just said. I didn't mind and I don't mind. Like my job switched over to fully at home. That's cool with me. I only have to go out when I want to go out or I choose to go out or do what I choose to do, which is usually like gym, Costco. You know, if I choose to go to the bar or whatever, and the bar that I go to with my off days is always completely empty at the time that I go to. So there's no issues there.
Oh, I love a bar like that.
Girl, I love an empty bar where the bartender only has you to pay attention to. I don't know. I mean, I guess I spent more money and I would like to have not, but also I think about like, well, if I was going out, I would be spending that money there. So if I buy myself a pair of shoes or if I buy myself an outfit or if I buy myself something for the house, I rationalize it in my head, like that's cool because otherwise I would be paying for gas to go here, paying for these drinks here, paying for whatever food that I would eat out because I really haven't been like out to eat on a regular basis in quite some time. Like I cook at home and I just, you know, so I don't guess I really have anything that I just necessarily hate in my personal life. Externally, people's complete disregard for like human life. That's so odd to me. Like, especially as Americans. Because we love to preach that shit on the news where it's like America, 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 Americans, 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 Americans. We don't be giving a shit about each other. We only give a shit about each other when it's some other foreign entity that seems like it may be an attack or a threat. Then it's like, oh my God, kumbaya, the Lord, God, we love all, and da 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 da. But when it's not that, it's like, bitch, I hate everybody that's standing next to me. And I'm gonna stand strong in that. And I ain't gonna wear no mask because I don't give a fuck. And I ain't gonna get vaccinated because I don't give a fuck. And that's your own prerogative. The only issue that I find in that is just like, okay, I get it. You feel comfortable in your skin and with the world and your health. That's okay. You can do that. When you start pushing that on other people that you do not know, and you don't know their health backgrounds, you don't know their life story, that's where I start feeling like you a fucked up person. You a fucked up person. You don't want to wear a mask because you healthy. Okay, that's cool if you're only going to be the fuck at home. If you're going to go out and be amongst other people that feel like their health is an issue and then you choose to not wear a mask because you're like, but I'm okay, but it's not about you. But when another country or anything Or when you see a fucking Mexican person, it's about us all of a sudden. Who is us? What does that actually mean? And I haven't figured that out yet. It's a lot of confusion for me. Because I still see Latinx people working in positions that I know for a fact white people would not work. So I often get confused by that. Like, I hear what you're saying, but y'all not working those jobs. So what is it really giving? Y'all are out in the Californian heat picking those fucking vegetables that y'all love to serve at brunch because it's vegan. White people aren't doing that. Black people aren't doing that. So I often get concerned about that because I'm like, I feel like we're moving in a space, and I feel like the quarantine has pushed us in a space to where we like to be very inclusive, but also it's increased the exclusion factory of it. It's pushed everybody into their own factions, which seems a little Hunger Games to me, which is a little weird because that's what America is supposed to be not about, right? But we're moving into that space that is definitely what it is the fuck about. What I've learned, I guess, are what new traits. I mean, we started this podcast during quarantine, which I find pretty fucking dope. Like, we had talked about it for a while, and then we just decided to be like, okay, hey, let's just fucking do it. And whatever happens while doing it, that's what happens while doing it. And then it's what we fucking did. Me personally, though, I have definitely come into like a real strong sexual exploration comfortability space with myself during quarantine. Cause it's like, I don't know. Bitch, I'm gonna buy this, I'm gonna buy this, I'm gonna try this, I'm gonna try this, I'm gonna do this.
Whether you even trying everything over there.
Girl. If I like it, if I like it, if I don't, it's fine. My husband is cool with that. Especially since y'all know, well, especially since the recent developments or whatever. So he's cool with that. And I'm very much at peace with that. I'm just kind of like, okay, I'll invest in this because this is something that, especially for Black people, we tend to like shun and not want to talk about, not want to discuss. We be feeling embarrassed, like, oh, am I not enough? Why do you need X, 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 and Y to fulfill us and da 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 da. And it's just kind of like, well, all these options are out there. Nothing's wrong with trying the options. And if they don't work, they don't work. And if they do work, bitch, just add them into like the regiments. Just like how E. was saying earlier. Bitch, I wasn't fucking with like elderberry at 10, but now I fucking know something that I didn't know. And now I'm incorporating that into my fucking lifestyle. I feel that way about it. Now that Q is back, because I was trying to talk a lot because the girls weren't here. Q, what, do you remember the questions or just?
Yeah, I got it. Mine gonna be quick.
Okay.
Least fave, I couldn't be able to travel because I like to travel.
Tobago, we want to go so bad.
God. I mean, they just lifted the travel ban.
I mean, but they finna close that shit right back.
And I already looked up dates for Carnival 2022, and everything's already booked up. Well, the hotel I want is booked up. What else? My favorite thing.
He's a hoe. I mean, I'm sorry.
I forgot my favorite thing. Something new to continue. Oh, wait. Favorite thing. Basically getting back to me and getting back to being creative the way that I used to be. Just like tapping back into that. And that's also something that I want to continue.
Amen.
even when all of this is over. So those are mine.
Also, shout out to the person I stole this scarf from. If you're watching, you know who you are. Thank you.
Oh.
Okay.
KD the Great.
What's your wait? Hold on, there's one more question.
Wait, no, I just answered my second and third one together.
Oh, okay, you did. Okay.
I always try to add more questions to people's questions.
Right.
And I've been doing that all evening. I just want to know more.
What was the first question?
What was your least favorite thing to come out of quarantine? Your most favorite thing to come out of quarantine? And what's something new that you started doing and you've learned, or
I love this bitch, honey. I live.
Least favorite, shit, I don't know.
Because you've been traveling.
Because I didn't stop going.
Hello.
So I don't have a least favorite thing. Favorite thing, working from home, still being able to travel, still be able to do whatever I wanted to do. Third thing, let's see. What was it? What was it again?
Something you learned.
or something new you're doing, or that you started in quarantine that you want to keep?
Something new that I'm doing now. Say what?
I said pardon, killer.
Shut up. Something that I want to keep up. I've been looking into drop shipping. And I did open that up to start the drop shipping. I did that on yesterday. So hopefully that booms. So it is what it is.
Is that when you go and get stuff on sale and then you resell it on Amazon for more or whatever? Yep. I heard about that. Yeah.
Well, let me know, girl. And I feel like everybody's being a little modest. If y'all haven't went and listened to Q and his mother's podcast, go and do it. And I also feel like Q is probably going to get into a space of selling merch as far as it comes to clothing. So when that happens, y'all be on the look for that, because Q stay with a sickening ass t-shirt. I don't know if y'all know that, but I'm just going to tell y'all that from firsthand perspective. When that happens, please trust, because the fit always be right. The colors always be right. E. Kane is in a space where she is providing t-shirts for teams and shit like that. I don't know the specifics, but there's a website for that and there's an Instagram for that. So I don't know if I'm about to call y'all kids dusty. But if y'all children are starting a softball team or a baseball team and they need shirts and whatnot, slide into her DMs. I don't know exactly what the situation is, but it wouldn't hurt to ask, to be like, hey girl, what's the tea for the shirt? If y'all not following her man on Facebook, if y'all need the good word of the Lord, every Sunday on Facebook.
That was one Sunday. That was one.
So we're not going to do the good word of the Lord on the Sundays, but
he does.
Y'all know, as we mentioned before, KD is in the arts of traveling agent. So we all know that if you're pledging Delta this season, the things are about to be shut down. So if you're trying to go somewhere, do something real quick, fast, in a hurry, that might be your best bet for going on over there to KD's website and Instagram to see if you can purchase you a little quick hot ticket somewhere and make it back before they shut the shit down and y'all start having to pay $1,200 for a COVID test to back into the country. Get into that. As Miss Phoenix mentioned before, honey, she's out here doing personal training. So if you need to get your tired ass body together, she's available for you to help you out with a routine to pull you together, snatch you together. Because as you can see, it's only shoulders up. That's all you need, honey. You know what it gives, honey. Miss Phoenix gives body. And if you don't know, she has an Instagram for that. So you can head on over to _Pits_podcast over at Instagram, and it'll have a link to all of our Instagrams, and you can see the body that she's serving and that you would probably like or wish to serve. So, with that being
That's a do the daily announcements. Okay, Jay, with the daily announcements. All right.
Girl, ain't it giving church announcements?
He just
There will be no other announcements.
Okay.
We're gonna head on to the pits.
Hello, I was gonna say, let's get right on into the pits unless E. Kane has any closing announcements or closing statements for her segment.
Child, I forgot we was closing into the pits, child. I was closing out the episode. Yes, just thank y'all for participating. It was just interesting, like, to hear like kids' perspectives and like how mature they are for their age and how self-aware and like socially aware they are with what's going on in the world. So I just wanted to hear, take from adults, because I wasn't trying to talk to anybody at work and hear they little opinions, but yeah.
Because we know how your coworkers get down.
Yeah.
It's a few that I ride with. They in that separate group me outside of the work group me, but the ones that be at work. Yeah.
It's the ghetto.
But we're gonna get into that when we get to the pits.
Hello. So let's get right on into the pits. Who is leading it off this week? Who has really fucked your spirit up to where you feel like you need to speak on it?
Myself.
Girl, speak on it and be as specific as you need to be, girl. When I say specific.
Self in the pits.
I love that white cup.
It ain't nothing but juice.
Right.
I had to take my time away from goddamn alcohol. That's why I'm on this hookah, So yeah, I'm putting my goddamn self in the motherfucking pits.
No, wait a minute. Okay, well, girl, go ahead. I'll cut you off if it begins to be too much. Go ahead.
It's a self-awareness for me.
I'm not. I'm just putting myself in the pits.
What had happened?
Nothing.
Because it's not your fault.
Right. That part. That's what I was really getting at. That's what I was really getting at.
It's my fault. But hey, it is what it is. But I'm gonna put myself.
Well, you know what? We live for growth, and like at the beginning of the show, this is a safe space for you. Then not your mess.
Right.
Your own. So sometimes shit be getting messy. And like Katie just said, honey, she said she's in the pits, honey. What she's not gonna do is disclose, because even if she did, we'd cut it out. So it is what it is. Mama's in the pits, and who is next?
So for those, I respect everyone's opinion, and especially when it comes to COVID and the vaccine. But let me mention that even if you decide not to receive the vaccine, please take measures to protect yourself and others from catching the virus, because this is something you are not going to tell people, that COVID is not as severe. I've buried more people within this last year than I can even think of. We have to put them in body bags. We have to put them in little freezers outside of the hospital. It's not a lie. The media is not lying to you about how many people we have hospitalized with COVID. We do. So please take those measures to protect yourself and others and stop spreading stupidity.
Thank you, girl. And that's coming from somebody in the healthcare profession. So
listen, my pits kind of go with the same, but I'm coming at y'all vaccinated people that still don't want to wear your mask. You still can be a carrier.
Y'all wear your mask too.
So yes, y'all in the pits, and my human resources department at my job, y'all are in the pits. This new PTO policy y'all got going on.
Girl, trash.
Listen, so if you are, this is the crazy thing. If you are vaccinated, then you can do all of the things. You just can't do international travel. However, if you go to a hotspot, there's no accountability for you or anything like that. If you're unvaccinated, there's accountability, and you have to say when you're traveling. But to anybody, now it contradicts itself, but also in the policy, it says that if anybody vaccinated or unvaccinated travels out of the state of Oklahoma, you must then self-quarantine for 7 days. 7 days. These days are unpaid days if you don't have any PTO. We get 10 PTO days for the entire school year. 10, really, it's 7 PTO, and then it's 3 sick. So sick and PTO all together. We are in the season of COVID. We work in schools, we work around children. So at some point, there is going to be some exposure. At some point. So what you're telling me is, if I want to travel out of the state, and I got to use those 7 PTO days to quarantine when I come back. But let's say a kid in my class has COVID. Lord forbid, I'm not saying it needs to happen. Now I got to sit at home and I got to quarantine for 14 days unpaid. Make it make sense. I got short-term disability. However, I cannot claim it as short-term disability because I'm not out of work enough days. It just make it make sense. Like either y'all gonna protect and take care of us the way we need to be taken care of, or schools need to be shut down. Just the way it is. I don't know if that is the policy everywhere. I know it in regards to the state of Oklahoma, that is what the policies are. It don't make sense to me. I don't understand. Y'all not mandating masks. These kids can choose whether they want to wear a mask in class or not. These parents can choose whether they want to send them to school with a mask or not. It don't make sense. It don't make sense.
Oklahoma people.
What I'm hearing, it's in Florida, it's in Mississippi. I'm hearing that it's not just
Louisiana.
There's so many places, but like, can we shut these schools down, and can we get these parents the funding they need to be able to safely and comfortably stay at home with their kids? Because I do understand, like, I come from a working mom family, and my mom did what she needed to do to make sure we was taken care of, and I do understand that we don't have grandparents like we had growing up that would keep the kids and do all those things. We don't have that no more. So I just need the government to do what they need to do. Shut down these schools, but get these parents the money they need to have so where they can truly be comfortable at home with their kids and not stress over finances. That's all. That's all I want.
Or Mississippi, Oklahoma, Louisiana, Texas, whoever it may concern. Say what it really is, sis. If you just tell us what it really is, sis, and it's like, well, girl, we don't really give a fuck about the lives. It's beyond that. This is only affecting certain districts, certain schools. It would feel better if you just fucking said that than having people run around trying to figure out the why behind it.
Shoot, pay me more money if I'm gonna do all that.
Well, girl, that's definitely not going to happen. That's something that we know for a fact is not going to happen. I mean, people have been agreeing for years that teachers deserve to be paid more. And I mean, I was a badass kid, honey, so I agree. And I used to give those teachers hell, honey. And especially with all this shit going on in the exposure, for one, there should be higher pay. For two, there should be policies that make sense for the schools and the demographic. And there is not. There is not a policies that make sense. There is no reason that my sis is at school teaching kids that in their external school life have all the proper ability to contract COVID, come back to school with COVID, sis get COVID, sis got to take off work. Now it's her PTO, paid time off for you dusty assholes that don't know, that has to go into paying for that. And if she exceeds that, there is no pay. Now, girl, now you have to make it make sense for the girls in the back. You have to fucking make it make sense for the girls in the back. Because as of right now, it does not. It does not make sense. You know, no hate, no shame towards Q or Miss Phoenix, whom work in the healthcare industry. Kane does not. She does not work in a healthcare environment. That is not her environment of work. Her environment of work is education. Now, I can see if the policy may be different for Miss Phoenix. I can see if the policy may be different for Q, even though it should still be like respectable. I would see where it would be different because this is your job to be in a space of healthcare with individuals that may not be fucking healthy. No, girl, y'all not making it make sense. But then again, honey, we America, girl, and everybody's against us. Quiet as it's kept. Everybody's against us. As quiet as it's kept, but it seemed like you dusty assholes is against us, the people of the country, is what it's really giving. That's what it's really giving to me. And you hoes over at Fox News, you hoes need to be punished to death. And I feel strongly about that. Because y'all don't be disclosing the fact that y'all have had the fucking, y'all got y'all shots. Y'all don't be disclosing it. Y'all be telling y'all motherfucking followers not to get the shots. And then them hoes be in the hospital fucking dying. And then you come up with some other bullshit to like, oh no, we're not saying, but we're saying. Girl, but you saying what you have said. Just say that. Bitch, just fucking say that and be done with it. Versus doing all the hoopla. Because it's facts that people are dying. It's not just like, ooh, who's gonna vote for who? Are they gonna vote for Biden? Are they gonna vote for Trump? It's like beyond that now. We don't really give a fuck about that anymore. All of us that voted for Biden, bitch, voted for Biden out of desperation, ho. Not because we fucking like him. How do y'all think that? How do y'all even think that? Not an 80-year-old white man who has been in politics for longer than we have been alive. How could y'all possibly think we trust him? Bitch, we barely trusted Barack Obama. Mm-hmm. But bitch, the options are the fucking options, ho. Y'all be so set on we're trying to do this and we're trying to do that. Bitch, we really just trying to survive. That's honestly what it is, girl. If we could go to another planet safely and survive on Jupiter with proper oxygen, bitch, and be able to take care of ourselves, we would, ho.
Neighborhood Jupiter.
Girl. Okay. Like, bitch. Like Q had said earlier, girl, who is Mercury and who is Venus? And where are we going? Like, we don't give a fuck about any of the shit that y'all think we give a fuck about, honestly and truly. We just be trying to survive. Could we have dealt with another George Bush again? No, girl. That simply was not a fucking option. Barack being somewhat Black was just like, oh girl, I'm gonna eat this ice cream anyway, but if you put a fucking brownie bottom to it, girl, I'm gonna really devour her. But I was gonna eat the ice cream anyway. Girl, do you really think we give a fuck about Joe Biden and Jill Biden? Oh. They cool or whatever. They try to be non-racist adjacent or whatever. But they still old ass white people in politics, girl. And we know where we stand. Y'all don't be knowing where y'all stand. We know where we stand. And we just was not trying to have a real fucking dire situation. Honey, y'all thought on January 6th, y'all had fucking protested and y'all had crashed the Capitol. Girl, if Trump had been reelected this year, Girl, that would have been the least of y'all worries, how? That just simply would have been the least of y'all worries because we had no more to give. We as a people had no more fucking to give, honey. And so y'all be getting it mixed up. And I just want y'all to know, for everybody that's listening that is not Black or not of color, girl, we don't give a fuck about Miss Biden. We just needed to not have Miss Trump.
Basically.
Girl, that is simply what it is. And all the other bullshit y'all are trying to politicize doesn't make sense. Kids are dying from fucking COVID. You have your kids in situations where they could die, but you so prideful on your motherfucking politics, you don't give a fuck about your own fucking children that sprouted from your own rotten ass vagina and ball sack. How? How did this happen? How did we get here? How did you get so beyond your own children that politics mean more? You need to be asking yourself that. Because if I was a child of age, I'd be asking myself that about my parents. Let's just say your parents survive and come back in 15 years and be like, bitch, not y'all sacrificed us because you're fucking Republican. To the Timmys and the Johnnies and the Ericas, well, to the Timmys and the Johnnies and the Susans that's shooting up their parents in their bedrooms, girl, bye-bye. Goodbye, girl, bye. Because you fucked your kids over for some bullshit. It's how I really feel. How you care more about politics than your own fucking children. Y'all protesting to send your children to school where you know for a fact they will be exposed to COVID, all because you want your children to be Republican. What the fuck does that mean when you burying your fucking child and you can't afford a fucking pine box to put that hoe in? What that mean? What that mean? You can't even afford to burn your fucking child, hoe. You can't afford that. Your child is in the backyard with the raccoons and the rats, bitch. But you Republican. Girl, what does it mean? Girl, as y'all can tell, I feel some type of way. Yeah. Because it's just a bunch of bullshit for me. And EK don't work in nobody's healthcare environments. She's not caring for sick children. These are just children that are going to fucking school because the system said they needed to go to fucking school. That don't make sense to me. I mean, I can look back on it. Would my parents have sent me to school? Bitch, I'm uncertain because both my parents work 2 jobs. Bitch, they might have had sent me to school. But bitch, I would have protested like a motherfucker. Bitch, I would have protested. I don't want to go to fucking school. I'll do whatever I have to do to stay at home and do my fucking schoolwork. I don't want to go to fucking school. I don't want to get fucking sick. And both my parents worked 2 jobs. Some of you dusty ass bitches is staying home and not even cleaning your home and claiming to be stay-at-home parents. Mm-hmm. And you hoes aren't even cleaning the cat dander off your fucking pants. How? It's not making sense, honey.
Later say no more wire.
Girl. Excuse me. Some of you care more about your pets than you do your own fucking human children. That shit is showing loud and clear, honey. And when your kids walk into your bedroom and murder your motherfucking ass, we not finna provide you any motherfucking sympathy, hoe. I'm just saying it is what it is and it is what the fuck it is, girl. Meanwhile, your cat is alive and well at 15.
That cat,
girl,
That cat don't give a fuck about you.
That cat don't even know your fucking name, you dumb bitch. That cat don't even know you.
Bitch, you could die.
Don't feed your cat for 2 weeks, bitch, and let's find out how much that fucking cat love your dumb, stupid ass, you dumb ass whore.
That cat got a whole nother life out there. Ain't finna go live it.
Y'all be doing the most. I don't want to put this on one group of people. Black people care about your kids.
Right.
I mean, I get it. E. Kane already said, bitch, it's hard because you have to work to be able to sustain your household. But at the same time, bitch, you got to start layering the shit. You got to start layering. Me, I don't have no children. I could, bitch. I could go buy them hoes tomorrow. Now, I'm not fucking nobody and get her pregnant, but I could go buy them hoes tomorrow. Bitch, I am not confident that I am in a space to raise another human being. I'm not there. I am not confident in the fact that I can raise another fucking human being right now. And some of y'all hoes be spreading it wide, dropping it low, honey. Nut it all up in, honey. Nothing me. And then he nutting you, and you can't take care of your fucking kids. Okay, Q, who you got in the pits?
So he's like a TV soap opera that just made a left turn. First politicians and now motherless children.
What is happening? Mine is really quick.
Go ahead.
You put on your signal light to turn. Bitch, turn. Please, just turn. You ain't got to creep into the parking lot or wherever you going. Just turn into the parking lot. If we on the interstate and you put on your signal light to get over, just get over. You ain't got to stall in the other lane for 30 seconds before you get over. I see you. That's why I'm back here. That's why I'm not on side of you, because I could be on side of you, but I'm back here. I'm waiting on you to get over. And another thing, the last thing, when you are merging onto traffic that is merging into traffic,
hello,
put on your signal light so people can know that you're merging. This is just that simple.
Something simple.
Very simple.
So you mean to tell me people not taking care of their kids and not merging correctly?
Honey, if you can find one that do both, you found the unicorn. Use your signal lights and raise your children. Wow.
I'm done with y'all. I'm done.
I'm just trying to figure it out. Where were you born?
I feel like it's never going to be figured out. We ain't gonna.
Where were you raised? How did it happen? How did this happen? How did we become dumber than fucking fish, bitch? Fish care for their children.
Yes, man.
How did we get in a space to where you hosts are not merging into the correct lane at the correct speed, honey? And how are you not caring for your fucking children?
It's always a traffic jam. Always a traffic jam. Like, put on y'all signal lights. One of y'all speed up, one of y'all slow down. Merge. That's the way it works. Y'all cannot move into each other.
I know where Q lives. There is no excuse for you hosts to not be able to know how traffic works where Q lives. Now, if you hosts lived in Minneapolis, where traffic and the on-ramps are ridiculous.
Yeah, they still bitch,
where Q lives, the on-ramp is 2 miles long. Bitch, you have plenty of time to figure out, bitch, are we merging or are we crashing? What are we doing?
What? Bonus round. If you put on your signal to get over into the turning lane, and the turning lane is, like you said, a mile long, Why the fuck are you gonna wait till everybody get over and then you jump over in front of everybody, slowing up traffic? Because we about to run into your ass.
Bitch, because you driving a motherfucking 2005 Corolla, but in your mind, you've watched so many rap videos, bitch. You think you're driving a Tesla. You are not. You are driving a 2005 gray, faded fucking Corolla, bitch. Get your ass over in the lane as soon as possible because everybody else is moving faster than you, you dumb cunt.
That's all I have.
Well, on that note.
Well, thank you guys for tuning into the pits this week. Remember to hit us up on all of our social media networks, at _pits podcast. Keep interacting with us. Let us know. I've been sleeping on motivational Mondays, but it's coming through next week. Life been hard out here, y'all. But it is what it is, You
I
got
feel
now.
like Keisha Cole's vocals, but okay.
Huh?
Oh, thank you for tuning into the pit.
What you say?
This has been a great show.
She just buried her mother. We're not gonna come for my girl.
Oh, damn, that's right.
They love each other.
Bye, y'all.
Never mind. It's been really great, y'all. Again, like it can't say it. Do what you need to do.
I just wrapped it up, and he gonna wrap it up again.
This is what happens when you record on your end. Bye.